I received an anonymous email from a female, and she wanted to know, why can't I find a good man? A lot of women in her social circle have good men, and she says to me she has a degree, she's well off, she has her life together, and she has a whole bunch of different achievements that she has acquired throughout her life. She's 34 years old, and she lives on the East Coast. And I didn't reply back, but one thing I notice about today's women and the gripe and the complaint is, where are all the good men gone? Now, when it comes to women, when they say, where have all the good men gone, and or they're tired of being lonely and single, ladies, you have to understand something. What are you bringing to a man's life that will make him want to settle down and commit his life to you? Yes. Why would he stop living his free bachelor life where he can do whatever he wants to? He doesn't have to answer to anyone. He doesn't have to deal with any a woman's problems, complaints, gripes, negative complaining. Why would he stop all that freedom just to be with you and take care of you? See, when it comes to women, you want a sponsor. And when I say sponsor, you want a man to financially do things for you in order to be with you. That's not what love is about. Now, I can see if you was reciprocating the same amount of energy, but today's women, you look for handouts. You want a man to do all these different things and be happy to do them all while you give him little pity sex. This is why you're single, because you want a man to sacrifice and give his all, trade all his goods, put his hopes and dreams and aspirations on hold just to accommodate you and make you happy. You want to know why all the good men, the reason why good men don't want to be with you is because they can spot a leech right away. Not just a leech financially, but a leech emotionally, physically, psychologically. See, women, you're draining. You're a burden on a man's life. A man won't tell you this. He'll just, we think with our feet. We'll, sleep with you a few times. Then after that, we'll shoo you away because we can see the burden, the headaches from a mile away. Good men are calculated. They know what they want to do with their life. They know where they're going. And if they don't see you as an asset to their life and a benefit in some way, it doesn't have to be financially. It could just be a peace of mind. It could be a back rub. If he doesn't see that you can do that, why would he want to be with you long term? Why would he? It doesn't make any sense. And you women think, okay, you've been fed this narrative that you just deserve a good man. What have you done to earn that right? That good man who works day in and day out to build his life. You've been fed these narratives and these different things that you're a queen, you're a princess, you can date around, you can sleep around, you can do all these, go to school, do all these different things. Okay, fine. And then when you feel as though you want to settle down and have a good man, that he's just supposed to be there and happy and ready to take care of you and give you the world. The reason why you're single and lonely, women, and this is a special message to you women, because I know you're hurting inside. You're superficial. Now, I can see if you want a man who's stable, who has his own income, that's understandable. But when you want a man to take you on private jets, take you around the world, must love to travel, you want all these different countries, that's a lot of money he's forking over. Why would he do that? There's a ton of good men out there. But see, you women want a sponsor. You want a man to give and give and give until he can't give anymore. Then you want to nag him into submission. Good men don't want that in their lives. They have too much things, too much positivity going on. Too much fun that they're having to have you and they just and be with you long term. See, overwhelming majority of you women are a headache. You bring a lot of drama to a man's life. And you don't see that. You don't understand that. You don't want to be his peace. You don't want to be you don't want to follow his lead. We haven't even gotten into that. You want to do things your way. And if you don't get things your way, what you'll do is pout and complain, and you'll get upset if you hear a man say no, or if you see you can't manipulate him. What you'll do is go back to that dating app, or you'll go to somebody else who you can manipulate and use and get over on. See, women, you are walking sponsors. You're looking for a guy who has who's going to spend all this money and give you all his time and all his attention. What are you giving in return? Why? Just think, why should he stop what he's doing in his life to buy you a big house, to buy you that car? What are you bringing to his life? Majority of women, you haven't even been taught how to be a wife. So how can you fault us men for being single and say, you know what, I'm going to keep my life and my money and my goods to myself? Why? How could you fault a man for wanting that sort of life, to be free and not have a ball and chain around his ankle and just swiping his credit card, swiping and swiping and paying and paying and paying? Why would he want that sort of life? Have you thought about that, ladies? I know you probably haven't, because guess what? You don't care. You just say, okay, I want a man with money and he has to be economically attractive. But what are you bringing? What are you bringing to his life? Have you thought of that? Here's the thing. When you ask women these questions, is what do you bring to the table? What they'll say is they'll just get upset. You know why? Because they don't bring anything. Nothing. They don't know what they're supposed to bring. They don't want to say, oh, I can be his peace, I can do his laundry, I can wash. Do you guys know that when a woman feels like that she's not empowered if she has to cook and clean for her man, she says, oh, well, that's beneath me. So what is there for us, man? What can we expect from you ladies? To just show up and give us sex and that's it? What about the dishes? What about the ironing? What about cooking? What about cleaning? Can you cook a full meal from scratch? That's what a good man wants. Can you rub his back? Can you greet him with a nice, pleasant voice? A nice, pleasant hello. How was your day? Can you do these things? See, us men, we don't ask for much, ladies. We don't ask for much. But you got to do something. You can't just show up to the party empty-handed and expect the world. Your looks deteriorate over time, I promise you. They deteriorate. So after they deteriorate, what else do you have to go off of? A lot of you women, you don't have a nice soul. I can tell how you operate on social media. I can tell. Your soul isn't right. Your heart isn't right. The only thing you want is payment from a man. You want a man to pay you for your time. It's a sad day, but guess what? A lot of you women are single. A lot of you women are lonely. I talk to women who are lonely, just like I got this anonymous email. I'm not going to say her name. I'll leave that out. But it's a lot of women who are tired of being ran through, who are tired of being side chicks. Listen, ladies, you want to know why you a side chick and you're not being upgraded to the main chick? It's because you're hard head. Yes, you're hard head. You're difficult to be with. You're masculine. This is coming from the horse's mouth and other men. Men don't want to deal with headaches. Men want to be around feminine, elegant, in shape women who enjoy cooking, cleaning. That's what men want. But remember, you've been fed this narrative that what I just said, cooking, cleaning, elegant, feminine, soft. You've been fed that that's oppression. But that's what men want. We don't want a woman who has all these degrees and these accolades. I don't care about that. We don't care about that. We have that on our own. We're men. That's not what men look for in women. The reason why you're single and alone and miserable is because you don't want to be a man's peace. You don't want to bring him happiness. Only thing you want is the white picket fence. You want your 4 or 5 bedroom house, the dog that you want, the car that you want. It's all superficial stuff. This is why you women are lonely and miserable and you cannot find love. You cannot find it. I said this before. If you put a man in a studio apartment with some ramen noodles and a TV, he would be extremely happy. If you put a woman in a mansion with everything she wants, she will find a way to be miserable. Every single time. She will find a way to complain about something. Ladies, the reason why you're single and miserable is because you're not happy with yourself. So you go from guy to guy to guy, relationship to relationship to relationship, to look for happiness and things from other men. But you don't want to give. In order to find happiness in life with another person, you have to be willing to give and sacrifice to make that other person happy. Something that women don't want to do.